If you are selected for federal verification, you may be asked to verify certain information from your free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA. You will be able to determine what information you need to provide by logging into ONE.UF and reviewing your FIN-Aid to-do items.
The text of each verification to-do item explains what federal verification is, the information that may be submitted electronically, and whom to contact if you need assistance.
In the top section, there is a link to the SFA website. You can use the SFA website to learn more about federal verification. At the bottom, there is a link to the SFA help page. The help page can be used to ask questions and receive assistance with federal verification. For some action items, you may need to obtain some information before starting your form, so you are prepared to answer all of the questions you will be asked. If you need to complete the student income verification, you may need to obtain your IRS tax return transcript if you are a filer, or the IRS verification of non-filing letter if you are a non-filer. In most cases, it is possible to obtain the necessary documentation online. For example, in the case of IRS documentation, do the following. Visit www.irs.gov. Select the Get Your Tax Record link. Select the Get Transcript Online link. Log into your account, or click Create Account if you do not currently have one. Complete the two-factor authentication. Click Continue. Select Higher Education/Student Aid for the reason.
Select the requested IRS tax transcript for that FAFSA year.
Save the document as a PDF.
The forms can be completed using an electronic format.
To provide the information electronically, you will need to access the eForm link embedded in the to-do item text. The link will allow you to provide all the necessary information and documentation in a safe and secure manner. Please note, in order to answer some of the eForm questions, you may need to access your bank statements or IRS documentation. As a result, you may want to have this information with you while you complete your eForm. If you realize you do not have all the information you need after you have already started your eForm, you can always scroll down to the bottom of the page, save your progress, and return to the eForm later. Once you have all the information needed, completing the eForm is just a matter of entering the answers to each question. In the case that supporting documentation is required to be submitted with your eForm, you can attach documentation by clicking the Add Attachments button. This will open another window, which will allow you to upload one or more documents. You can upload a document by clicking the up arrow in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. After a document has been uploaded, you will need to select one of the document types. After that, click the blue Import button at the lower left-hand corner of the screen. You will know your document has been uploaded when the green banner with the words Imported Successfully appear. After you have completed your eForm, be sure to quickly review it for accuracy. After that, all you need to do is acknowledge that you are ready to submit your eForm, and that you did not knowingly or willingly provide inaccurate information on your eForm. You will submit your eForm by clicking the Save button at the bottom of the page. Once submitted, you will see a thank you message appear, along with a link to contact SFA in the event you realize your submitted form contains an error. If you refresh your ONE.UF page, you will see that the eForm is now in a received status. A received status indicates that your form was successfully submitted, but has not been reviewed by a staff member yet. While your eForm is in a received status, you should monitor your ONE.UF FIN-Aid to-dos on a daily basis. After a staff member has received your eForm, one of two outcomes will occur. The first outcome is for the eForm status to change from received to returned. If this occurs, you will need to re-access the eForm using the link which is embedded in the to-do item text. Once in the eForm, you will need to read the return message. In the example provided, the student's eForm was returned because it was determined that the additional information was required. In order to remedy this, the student in the example adds another attachment and then resubmits her form. Once she returns to her ONE.UF page and refreshes it, she can see that her corrections have been sent to the financial aid office because her form is now back in a received status. The second possibility is that her form is received and no issues are identified. In this case, the to-do item will simply disappear from the student's to-do list. If you have any questions or need assistance with federal verification, visit www.sfa.ufl.edu/help.